Here we are for the 8th and final episode of Have You Ever Wondered Why? Healthcare Edition. This one goes out to the ladies in the room. So have you ever wondered why oftentimes you cannot do your annual physical and your PAP at the same time? Well, the reason is they're two different codes. And if you code both of them simultaneously, you get reimbursed 50% for the second code. So let's give an example. Let's say for your annual physical, your insurance company is gonna pay us $200, and for your pap smear, they pay us $150. If we bill those together, I'm gonna get $200 for the physical and $75 for the pap. So you're gonna pay me $275, right? Where if I make the patient go home and make them come back a second day, I can get paid $200 for the annual physical and $150 for the pap, making me $75 richer as the provider. And when every patient matters, because that's how you keep the lights on, unfortunately the patient loses out and the patient suffers because now the patient came in for the annual physical, took off work. Now they have to take off work again to come back to do their pap smear. I'm gonna tell you, it's not a provider thing. I would much rather do it the other way. In fact, that's how we do it in DPC. You can get your pap, your physical, your mole removed, and talk about your sinus infection all in one. It's the same thing holds true when you come in for a preventative exam and then you want to talk about something like a sinus infection, and now all of a sudden you either have to pay your copay or there's another charge. And it's the same reason. If you talk about something that is not preventative, they're no longer billing it for a preventative, they're billing it for a sick visit. And that changes the ways. Don't hate your healthcare provider for only letting you do your PAP and your physical separately. It's also the reason why they only let you have 2 complaints oftentimes, and it has to do with the complexity of the office visit. If you have more than 2 issues, it's very hard to get to a level 5 office visit. And so if you just do 2 every time, then you can always bill a level 4 office visit. I know it's a little confusing, but it's the way to get the most out of the insurance company, which unfortunately means that the patient gets crapped on. So that was a long-winded answer to say, once again, your insurance company strikes and they won't let your provider do it and pay them the same amount of money. So if the provider's gonna do the work to do the physical and the PAP, they want the full reimbursement, not half. So I hope that answers your question. Thanks for tuning in to this series on Have You Ever Wondered Why? Healthcare Edition. We'll see you next time.